Hi friends, it's Ashley from Ashley's Paper Heart, and today I thought we could catch up in my Hobonichi and do a journal flip of the months of October and November. I just thought we'd batch them together since I did not do a flip in October. So let's start. So this was the day that my Hobonichi order came. I feel like my order from the Hobonichi store took forever to get here. And when I'm saying my order, it was for the planners I'm going to be using next year. And also I finally bought a cover from them, which will be like the first time I've ever purchased a cover. And I do have a haul. I will link that in the cards if you want to see that. So I was just really, honestly, I don't remember what I did in October. Oh, it rained. See, I was so glad I wrote these headers. I am kind of a hot mess right now. I got my COVID booster yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, and holy cow, I have felt terrible for the past 24 hours, and I was determined to do something productive for myself, and so that's why we're filming, despite me feeling kind of terrible. And yeah, I'm kind of dark and broody, aren't I? I just pulled this sweater out, but I guess it's fitting since we're going over the October. So every month is Halloween for me. I do not remember what was going on. But I was definitely using up my kind of spooky ephemera and stickers. I believe this is from Sticky Club. Oh, this was the day that we went to the Nike missile control site. So I didn't know this. I guess during the Cold War, all around Los Angeles, they had these missile sites and then also these places for them to kind of like see the whole valley and see all of Los Angeles in case there was an attack, and they could radio for the missile to go off and, you know, whatever was going on. So we went there. They do have it open. I believe it's a state park right now. And you can go up on the observation tower, which is really cool. The kids loved it. It was really cool, I'm not gonna lie. But it was very hot that day. So again, using up my spooky ephemera and whatnot. Oh, okay. So the kids had been really into making these really tall Lego towers. And it's literally just like the small little square blocks on top of each other. But they managed to get this one like taller than me. My daughter, she pulled out a stool so she could do it. I swear, these kids are so resourceful. They are just like, I would never have expected that, but they were really proud that they were able to build this big tall tower out of Legos. I really wish that I would have put more photos into my journal. I ran out of printer ink, and then I just never purchased any more, and that is on my purchase list now because I kind of miss having more photos in my journal. So I believe this little thing came from your creative studio. And I was just using up a lot of bits and pieces from pen pals and really trying to like dig into my stash. I'm really proud of myself. Over the past couple months, I have really curbed my stationery spending, which is honestly a really good thing because I have more stuff than I could probably use in a lifetime. So I've really been focusing on using what I have, and very excited to do that. More stuff from pen pals. My pen pals have been so generous to me this past couple months. Okay. So October is our wedding anniversary. So my husband and I have been married for 5 years now. We went to Santa Monica. We had like a really nice lunch. We went down to the pier and kind of people watched. I don't know about you, but I love people watching, and especially here. Like in the Santa Monica Pier area, like you'll see all types of people, and it's just really interesting to like see how every different type of people, all these different types of people just kind of congregate in this one area. It's just really interesting to watch people there. Oh, it rained that day. We are like so desperate. See, if you don't live somewhere where it doesn't rain, then you don't understand like my excitement over rain. I used to live in Texas, and you know, there it rains frequently, like all spring and fall, and it just rains frequently there. I never really thought much about like if it's raining or when it rained last. But here, seriously, like maybe in the past year it's rained like a total of maybe 10 or 15 times. It's like insane. And the drought here in California is so bad, and the fire like season and whatnot. So anytime that there's rain, it's like an event in my journal because I always like notate it just because we get it. So like we don't get it very often. So even though I've been gone from my social media, I have been journaling, as you can see. I have kept up with it. For me, having the dated journals really help with that because I feel like that pressure to want to fill it up. And this will have been my second year of doing it, like journaling every day the entire year. So I'm really proud of myself. Halloween. Of course, I had to decorate in like a very like Halloween style thing. So for Halloween, we took the kids just in the neighborhood around here to go trick-or-treating. My son, he dressed up as a little dinosaur, and my daughter was Peppa Pig. And there honestly wasn't that many kids out here because there's like, in the neighborhood we live in, there's a lot of older people and not a lot of like younger families. So the kids were just like loaded up on candy. And you know, the older people really enjoyed like seeing the kids all dressed up, and my son was like super happy to say happy Halloween to everyone he saw. So it was a really good time, and I think the kids enjoyed it. So on to November. I actually did a tip-in because I wasn't like buying a lot of anything. I didn't really have any washi samples to put here. So I put this little postcard, like this little note card that one of my pen pals sent me, and she had, I think she wrote a quote on the back of it. I really like it when she does that. Usually the quotes that she picks are very like relevant to like what I'm going through at the time. So she's so incredibly thoughtful to do that, and I like keeping that just as like a little reminder to myself. So November, oh, I put this sticker here. I started buying from this place called Drakel. It's an art supply store. They're local here to California, but they don't like have a shop. They're only like online seller. And I really found that I love their brushes, their paint brushes. And so I think in the first order I purchased from them, they sent the sticker, so I just stuck it in there. I must have purchased something from Yoseka just because I have one of their new stickers in here. Okay, so I did start like putting in some photos that I had like around. These aren't very recent, but my kids and my dog taking over my bed, which happens a lot. My daughter at the kitchen table. My mother-in-law purchased her this like little board with these like cling stickers of numbers, and it's like little math problems. So we've been working on that. She's really interested in it, and I am totally encouraging that. I can't believe she's going to start school next year. Like, where's the time go? How is she going to be 5 next year? So we've just been working on that, and I've been also working with her on writing her name and writing numbers, so we're getting there. This is a postcard. I am a part of the Patreon group for this organization called Art Prof. They are just amazing. I will link them down in the description below. They have lots of really good content and lots of tutorials and stuff. So if you ever have like an interest in drawing or painting or any sort of like visual art, I would totally check them out. They have an amazing like library of free content, and it's really high quality. And the reason why I joined their Patreon is because their mission is to basically offer art education to people who can't afford it. So I feel that in my bones. Like, I love the thought of not having to put everything behind a paywall. And so I joined their Patreon, and at the level I'm at, she sends, I believe, original art piece, and then she writes on the back like a handwritten note about what's going on in her life, the woman who runs it. And so this is like a marker onion, and I just love it. So I'll probably like stick those in every time I get those. And then my birthday, November 7th, was my birthday. I'm getting older. So my husband took me to Calzell. I can't remember. It's his farm, and they have alpacas, and I love animals. So any sort of like animal like encounter kind of thing is totally my jam. So we got to take a tour of the farm and pet and love on these alpacas and feed them carrots. And so basically, like, this farm, I think they use the fur, and that's kind of like what they use from the alpacas, but they also, I believe, like show them, and then of course they do education and tours and stuff, and that's kind of like how they make their money and stuff. These animals are so well loved and so well cared for. You can totally tell, especially the main guy who takes care of them. Like, he absolutely loves these animals. And they had a few other like rescued animals. So they had a water buffalo. I've never seen a water buffalo in real life. He was rescued from a petting zoo. He had never had like a water tank in his enclosure where he could go. And so in this like special enclosure that they built for him, he has like access to like a pond where he can like wade. And it's just like, it makes you feel so good to know that the people who work on this farm and run it, that they really care about the animals, and they've rescued animals out of bad situations and given them a place to just live and be happy. And so I really, really enjoyed it. And the alpacas are so soft and so sweet, like such gentle animals. What else did we do? My birthday might have been like the biggest thing. One of my pen pals sent me these little fairy stickers. I thought they were so cute, and also so fitting. Another one of my pen pals sent me this little, and I'm gonna say it's an alpaca, maybe. It might be a llama, but it's so fitting to have this in here. So I had to add it to one of my pages. And again, oops, skipped a page. I'm trying to think of what else we did. Of course, there was Thanksgiving. We just kind of had a quiet time here at the house and made a big meal, and we all ate it. We just kind of kept it simple. I'm hoping that soon things will get better and be able to have my parents out. Probably, I don't think I've seen them in the past 2 years just because of the pandemic and stuff. And so this page is really special to me because one of my pen pals from Germany, I think, yes, Germany, she sent me all this like beautiful like ephemera, and I thought it was like perfect just to put it all together in one spread. So I think the majority of the pieces on here came from that, from my pen pal mail from her. It's just everything matched so like perfectly, and I don't know where she got this tape. So like, here's like the leftover, sorry for the glare. It's like this like bronzy rose gold, almost like foil tape, and I love it, and I don't know where she got it, but I need to find it. It's really cool. and it adds such a nice texture. So yeah, I'll definitely find that. She also, a lot of it, like she cut out some like Da Vinci quotes and stuff, which I need to add into my journal. But I did use a lot of her stamped ephemera that she did. Like, I really like it when my pen pals send me things that they've like made, like ephemera that they've made. So like this one was already like stamped and stuff. And sometimes I have pen pals that send me things like that they've already collaged, and I'll just stick them in my journal just because it's really nice to kind of like have that to look back on, I guess. Here's another one. One of my other pen pals sent me a little piece of paper stamped with this bunny. So I've been using up those things in my journal. What else? Like I said, I am finally like really digging into my stash. I guess like, I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I just finally got to a place where I felt like I was running out of space and no amount of like buying more storage was going to fix that. So I finally just said, okay, it's time to really focus on what I have and use that. So this was the Your Creative Studio page that I did, and also the video that I posted with this layout. I also talked about like where I've been and what I've been doing since I've been gone. So I will also link that in the cards if you're interested. It's a really long and chatty video, so not for the faint of heart. Probably something good to put on in the background when you're journaling. But I really enjoyed using these pieces. I believe everything on here, minus like the paper right there, came from the box. And then the last day of the month. Yeah. I seriously cannot believe that we are already in December. Like, where does the time go? I can't believe it. So I hope that you enjoyed this little flip through. Hopefully you found time to journal in the months before, and that you're continuing to journal and do things that make you happy. I just want to say thanks for sticking around with me, even though I took kind of a long absence. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.